Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. So, it's another blessed day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad. So, just want a few minutes of your time just to talk to you about the goodness of the Lord. And I was up late and I'm up early. And I know that God is, dealing with me to release a word. I probably go back and take a nap, get some more hours of sleep after this video. But I just wanted to share some things that God is talking to me about, and some things maybe I don't know how deep God gonna allow me to go on this video, how He's gonna lead me, but I'm just gonna flow with the Spirit of the Lord, because if He have me up doing this, then I know somebody else need it. And this morning, so I got up and I went to the restroom, and God dealt with me a lot in the bathroom. Y'all, I spent a lot of my time in the bathroom, and God was just, He like whispered to me that now is your time. And as a follow up after that, He was like, now is your time for all you went through. And I just was so like overwhelmed with joy. If for me, just trying to explain that, and like tears, I was just so emotional. Like, I'm so filled with joy. I'm so grateful, because just thinking back all I've been through. And I know I've mentioned before that a lot of what I've been through, some people maybe will never understand. Some people, I probably can't ever tell all of my testimony to some people, because they can't even relate, they can't understand it. And y'all, even last night, I had an opportunity to come about. So, and I'm just thinking, like, the timing doesn't look like this should be happening along with whatever else I got going on. And that's for somebody too, just because the timing does not look right. We serve a God that is a limitless God. He is not on our timetable. So, just to bring it more into perspective, yesterday was a very good day. It was a day of good news. I got up in the morning, like, speaking over my day, declaring that it was going to be a good day, and declaring that it was my winning season. I made a post saying that I wasn't going to wait until 2024 to win, that I wasn't going to leave 2023 losing. And like, I made a demand on my life for that. And yesterday brought good news. So the first good news, I've been building a house, and they let me know that we was on track to close the end of this year. So that means in 2023. So I just thank God for that. They gave me some news, some final things that we were gonna do, final walkthroughs, all of that. Got those dates, and it's just a blessing. When I think back to a few weeks ago, God was giving me dreams, even down to the loan. He started telling me, like, giving me 100%. And I think back, and God just, y'all, He did it, because what He was showing me, and I'm just so grateful, y'all, that He was showing me that He had it in control. And this process started back in April. And it started back in April, like right after I had just got a new vehicle. And it really didn't look like based on my income, you just got a new vehicle, that's going to change the dynamics of your income. Buying a house, it just didn't seem like, okay, that would be in my plan. But it was all part of God's plan, because my plan too, I thought, hey, I would be picking out a house with my husband, whatever. Same thing with the vehicle that I got. But one thing about it, y'all, I just want to tell you and let you know that God don't make no mistakes. Like, we can have something planned in our mind, but God will ultimately, He's the author and the finisher. And also He's not the author, and He's not the author of confusion either. So just let that rest in your spirit. I felt like He had me to interject that for somebody. But God is just so amazing. And y'all just bear with me, because I'm just so full at what God is doing. So in the midst of knowing that I'm closing on my house in the next 2 weeks, and God blessed me with an opportunity last night. Like, okay, well, you're going to be blessed with a trip. And I was like, wow. And that's what this morning, I'm like, God, you're going to bless me with a trip in the midst of this. So it doesn't seem logical, but a lot of things you can't try to outthink God. Because his ways are not like our ways. His thoughts are not like our thoughts, y'all. But keep trusting him. And I want to also tell somebody that may be going through like deep hurts, or you have went through deep hurt and deep pain. I just want to tell you, I feel you. Like, I can't even describe the level of pain I've been through because it's so deep. It's so deep. Like, the betrayal is so deep. The hurt is so deep. A lot of some of my darkest days, darkest hours, and I have nobody but me and God. In the midst of everything, God kept me. Things happen. God allowed things to happen in my life too, where people got a front row seat of things that brought shame to my name, to my reputation, all of that in my hometown. I think back where I'm in a church one day, and then the officers show up and they take me and arrest me like the Baker Act me. And y'all, I was just in church. And people saw that. And the thing about it is, one of the things just to talk about this is that people almost like were happy in the moment because they had not seen me go through anything. I always had been studious, respectful. My great grandmother, she raised me and I grew up in church. So people look for something. It's almost like they were satisfied, or they were happy with me having to go through something. Yet now, looking back on that, God used that for his glory, because no mess, no message. At the time, I didn't understand. I'm like, why me, God? Like, I always been studious. I always, been respectful, God. Why I got to go to the mental hospital? Always been always been very intelligent. And that's, due to God. And you know what? I had been through so much in life, y'all, to like our 20-year class reunion was earlier this year. And one of my classmates, I'm going to tell y'all this, one of my classmates was telling their daughter, excuse me, like, look at her, look at me. She was talking about me. She was like, well, she did it, and she was the top of our class. I got highest minority in our class, and she was just telling her daughter about my story like that. And y'all know I had been through so much in life to that seemed like she was talking about somebody else. I had forgot about the things that I had done in my life because my pain, my betrayal, my hurt had overwhelmed the good for me. So it was like I forgot about those things. That you're right. I did do that. I did work hard. I did attain things because it took grit for me. And the same thing with now, what I'm doing and with the house and everything and what I do as a single parent. It takes grit. I'm putting in the work. I refuse to give up. I'm a fighter. Everything that I've been through, it made me stronger. It made me wiser. It built my relationship that I have today with God. So for somebody, I often have told people that I don't have times in my life where I felt like a piece of dirt on the ground. And that's true. And I don't wish that on nobody. So that's why I love the way I do. That's why I encourage you all. And part of this too is just to let you all know, like God was telling me a few weeks ago that it's about to get good. And, some people be jealous of the blessings that, God allowed me to get now. But y'all, listen, I've been through it. I've been through it. And God is showing me that you were faithful in the midst of it all. Perfect? No, you wasn't perfect, but you definitely were faithful. You definitely did not lose hope in me. So that's for somebody. Don't lose hope in God. It doesn't matter what happens at a church. It doesn't matter if you've been through church hurt. I've been there, done that, seen a lot of stuff when it comes to that. But I would challenge you to focus on God and not people. Even, with some leaders, focus on God. People can err, but focus on God. Focus on your relationship with Christ. Okay? So I think I have kind of talked y'all head off enough. And I just pray that this blesses somebody and encourage you and motivate you that, your past don't define you. Your hurts, don't let it hold you back, and don't let it make you not be a good person. Don't make it stop you from loving. I mean, I've seen so much hurt and pain, y'all. It would make sense for me to be bitter and not love people and everything else, but I still love people. I still have hope for love and joy and peace. Press through that stuff, okay? I love y'all. Be blessed. Happy Saturday.